Wolff, ja.
Hallo.
Hoe gaat het met u? Ja.
Ik zie u niet, maar ik
Mogen we
begreep
deze
dat meneer Frank Lewis hier aan het... Shalom lekulam. Boker tov. Goedemorgen. De onderwerp van vandaag is mijn hond. Hashem shel hakelev sheli. The name of my hund is Nebuchatnetzar. Nebuchadnezzar. Why can I give a share on such an underwear? It's very simple. Because for us, Nebuchadnezzar is Melech Bovel, who was before 634 tot 562 before our era. He was the king who destroyed the first Beth HaMikdash. So for us, Nebuchadnezzar is something very bad, very wrong, someone who destroyed, someone who did something bad to Klal Israel forever. We are remembering Churban HaBayis, Tisha B'Av, every year. So that means it's not something who is in our history, it's something in our present. When he said Nebuchadnezzar to his dog, he doesn't mean to insult him. He thinks it's something good. But we have to know and to understand the language of the second. We are on one side. We think like we have been, how do you say, heroic, how we get a chinuch when we get a child, when we have a fooding. But not all the humanity get exactly the same education. And not every time people are saying words and they mean exactly the same things that you mean. There is a rule in the European Council that there is no any joke. It's forbidden to make a joke. Why? Because it can be a diplomatic incident between two, so a French guy who will speak about the fleet of the Belgium and he will make a joke of the Belgium, etc., etc. You will never finish about incidents between different countries. Nebuchadnezzar is after Balthazar and before Shlomo, but not by us. In Champagne. In Champagne, they have made also bigger bottles. Normal bottle is 0.75 liters, that means 75 centiliter. But there is also a bottle of 15 liter. A bottle of 15 liter is a Nebuchadnezzar. That's a Nebuchadnezzar. Melchizedek is 30 liter. A Balthazar is 12 liter. A Shlomo is 18 liter. A Metushelach is 6 liter. A Rehovam is 4.5 liter. A Yerovam is 3 liter. Of course,
it depends on what.
Rehovam had more shvatim. He has 10 shvatim. And Yerovam had only 2 shvatim. So he has a little bottle. So that means they have, because all these people were very big in something. So when they want to make about a big bottle is a magnum. Magnum is bigger than normal. So that means that they have found in the Bible names of people who were big to express what is a very big bottle and what is a much more bigger bottle, etc., etc. When this guy called his dog Nabuchatnetzar, he was a covered for his dog because he's a big dog. Nothing to do with Churban Abayis. He didn't know afilu what happened with Methuselah, with Methuselah. I was once to make how do you say extract antocian of the pit of the grape. Inside the grape, yes, they make products who are good for the antioxidant for the health, and so we have to see how to do it for the kashrus. And the place was called Refidim. So I say, Rafu Yedeyem Batoiro. You didn't learn enough Torah. That's why you are called Refidim. But sure, it was called in France Refidim because of the biblical Refidim. But they didn't have the interpretation of Rashi who say, Lama nikra Refidim, why it's called Refidim, Sherafu Yedehem Batoiro. That means that what I say or what they say can be the same word, but at all totally different. Esau, he sold the Bechoiro for a Nezid Adashim. In Albertine, you can get for €2.50 from Hak Nezid Adashim. €2.50.
Linzen,
yeah. For €2.50 already prepared by Hak, you can get it.
Kosher?
I didn't say it. But Esau was not. but Esau was not very preoccupied on the kashrus label. He wanted halitei mina doma. I want the. Say Rav Brevde in his shir, Esau was right. €2.50 from Hak product. Because for him, if the B'choiro is nothing, if there is no avodah bebeis hamikdash, if there is nothing to do with the B'choiro, so big blikri from Hak is better for him. He has it, and that's it. When we are speaking about education, and when we put an advisor from an external crowd, not from a Jewish, how do you say? So you say, I am expert. I can tell you, you need one teacher for 24 boys, and etc., etc. He can never give any advice to a Jewish school, because for us, also, if we have to spend €1 million, we will spend it, because that's libata yadut. It's the heart of our religion. It's the chinuch. So of course we cannot use the same tools. It's impossible to bring someone external, also if he's the best, and he can bring ideas. Of course, we have to learn chokhmah bagoyim tamid. Sure, we have expertise, but if you don't measure the same thing, you can have the biggest expert. He cannot give the right answer. There was a non-Jew who came by Shammai Zaken, and he asked him, I want to convert. He threw him out with a measure from an architect. Okay? I didn't saw in any place in the Gemara that Shammai was an architect. So why did he have in his hand Amata Binyan, an architect measure? And when he went to Hillel said, okay, no problem. what you don't want to do to your enemy, to yourself, don't do to your neighbor, to your friend. Yes. What is not good for you is also not good for someone else.
Wat u niet wil dat u geschiet, ja, zo is het in het Nederlands.
Oké, heel goed. Dankjewel voor de... Ik zal in Frans zeggen en u zegt naar in Nederlands, oké?
Wat u niet wil dat u geschiet, doe dat ook een ander niet. Zo is dat in het Nederlands. Ja. Ja.
אבל על דרך השלילה, זה opposite.
Ja. Ik zal u daarna de rekening sturen voor uw Nederlandse les.
Oh, goed.
We kunnen elke dag een uur kunnen we samen Hollands spreken, dan leert u het vanzelf.
Goed, goed. 2 gulden voor 1 uur. Oké? Het is goed, dat is mijn prijs. Oké. So what happened? What happened by Hillel HaZaken? Hillel HaZaken was Eliechei. What happened? In 2 minutes he say, I can convert you? Not at all. The story is totally different. The guy, he knew that Yodadom is the right choice. Okay? He was convinced. He has learned books, and he went to the evidence that the Torah is how do you say the messenger? Yes. So he said, "Okay, I want to be Jew," and he said, "Oh, I want to go after shul at McDonald's." No, geen toezicht. After that, he say, "Okay, I want to." So he went to the kosher bakery, bought broodje, and he's coming home. He want to eat. So he said, "No, netilas yadayim." Then hamotzi. So he was very serious in his respect of the law, but he was very sad. He was traurige face with all what he needs to do and with all what he needs to say. So he went to shul Shabbos morning, and he say, everything is chazelach. Everyone is happy. What's going on? They make a broch on the kiddush. They are waiting. There is a buffet with herring, and people are waiting. The rabbi makes the kiddush, and after that they drink the kiddush, and after that only they bring the crackers with the herring to eat and make a brocha, mezoinos, and the shehakol. What's going on? And they are very happy. And chelach, chazelach. So what's going on? That's the question that he went with to Shammai HaZaken. Shammai HaZaken told him, "Dacha oto b'amat habinyan." He kept niet you didn't understand nothing. Niet verstaan. You didn't begrijp anything. You have to go. That's not the right Judaism that Jodendom that you have seen. It's not right. If you are traurig, that means that you didn't understand nothing. He went to Hillel HaZaken and he told him, that's my problem. Why are Jews so happy? Said Hillel HaZaken, no problem. That's normal. Normal? What normal? I say, yes. Because we are not thinking every minute on ourselves. We are not egoists. We are like Doro shel Rabbi Lai, that shayu shisho miskasim b'talis echot. There was one baguette, one cloth, and there were 6 people who were covered with this clothes. It's impossible. Technically, you can put clothes for 2 people, yes, maybe. Okay, you can cover that. It's cold outside. You put a blanket on two people who is normally for one. 3 impossible, 4 impossible, 5 impossible, 6. That's not possible at all. Says Reb Chaim Shmulevitz. Why it's the biggest door? Because everyone was giving to the second. No, you need it, you need it, you need it. So everyone was happy because he could do it for the second. That's what Hillel told him. He said, yes, it's difficult. But if you make the Kiddush, you paid for the Kiddush, but people are happy because you have given the Kiddush, that's a good thing. That's exactly, you are happy because you have given to the second. If you don't think all the time on yourself and you are thinking on the second, of course you will be happy. Of course it will be chazalach. Of course it will be soson v'simchon. So it's exactly the same point. There is no machloket between Shammai and Hillel. It's exactly the same point, but it's recto verso. It's on the other side. Hillel say, yes, exactly. Your problem is because you didn't look on the right side. You are not happy because you think only on yourself. But if you think on the second, you will how do you say, understand. There was here an interim manager between the previous director in the community and the director who is nowadays. And the guy made a report. He got a lot of money to make a report how to make the community more efficient. No, before Blumenthal, after Benner. It was for a few months, someone. So in his report, he put that he saw there are too many shuls here in Amsterdam. We need to make only one shul, and all the people have to go to the one shul. Okay, sure, but he was raised at the Eliachei, so he has no problem. He has no problem that people are coming quite easy. Yeah, but he didn't know that there is Nusa Ashkenaz, Nusa Sfaradi, there is Nederdeutsch, Hochdeutsch. There are Ostjuden. There are people who want to pray very fast, people who want langsam, people who want to schmooze, people who don't want to schmooze. He didn't know these all things. He never went to a shul. So of course, he's right. One shul, economically, it's right. One building, one heater, one rabbi, one chazan, and ner leechad, ner lemea, says the Gemara. Yes? Why do you need so many shuls? So he's right. He's like Esav. He is right. One big key from Hak is enough. Why do you need B'choiro? But if we go like we are learning the Torah, it's impossible. So that means that to be happy with the mitzvot, we need to go the way of Hillel HaZaken. If not, we are not happy. That's why Dachauto B'amat HaBinyan. That's why Esav say, I don't want the Bechorah. That's why I have not to be offended from the non-Jew who called his dog Nebuchatnetzar, because he is not thinking about someone who destroyed the Beis HaMikdash and made life to Jews miserable. No. He is a big king, so a big bottle. The question is, and that's also a big nafkamina la'alocha, and the Yerushalmi Moed Katan says, Lemeidin halocha koidem matan Torah. If we say that the Torah has changed all our view, all our style of life, what was forbidden now is permitted. What was permitted is now forbidden. So it's a major change, and the essence of the humanity is not changed. The Bnei Noach and Bnei Israel, you get something totally else. So how can you learn from before Matan Torah? And we have here, I can mention 47 examples that we learn things from the Avot, from things who happened before Matan Torah. So how can it be? And Toisus already made cotton. He asked the question, and there is also in Yuma, Anan me'Avrom nikum v'nigmar. How can we learn from Avrom Avinu? Avrom Avinu, although if we say he did all the Torah, although we say he was Ha'ivri, the first Jew, but he was before Matan Torah. So before Matan Torah, the situation is different. And we answer all the question why he had been married with two sisters, Yaakov Avinu, before Matan Torah. Why Avram Avinu give to Malachim bosor b'chol of meat and milk before Matan Torah? Yes, the other answer. I don't say that there is no other answer, but all the question we say is different. It's between before Matan Torah. Why Avram Avinu did bris milah with no prayer? Because it was before Matan Torah. So all the things we are saying that it's slightly different before Matan Torah. So how can we learn from Matan Torah? We learn the first thing that for how do we say a korban, you need how do you say a knife. From where we learn Vayikach Avrom Mesamach Cheles, from when he did Akedas Yitzchak. From where do we know that if someone is married and 10 years his wife didn't get children, that he is allowed to divorce? No, so Isho v'gari moes v'shoni v'lo yoldo yotzi v'lo mdimdus me'Avrom. We learn this from Avrom. From where do we learn 3 months between how do you say two marriages to know to marry again? From Avrom. How do we know that a shvur that you need to you cannot make a shvur with non-nekitat chefetz? It's from Avrom Avinu, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, it's Avelus. It's so many things. I will not quite all the 47 things, but we have Gidanashe, a lot of things that we are learning. From where do we learn in Yerusha that Nebonim are Bonim, that the grandchildren can also get how do we say Erven? It's Abonos Benoisai. Yes. Abonos Benoisai. Why do we make Sheva Broches from Yaakov Avinu, that he also did so there are a few, how do you say, mahalchim, there are a few ways to learn it. But I want to speak with you about what the Aruch HaShulchan says, and it's very interesting. The example of we will go back from with the brother of Yosef about Ever Min HaChai, but before that, I want to ask you. Everyone knows that the Goyim didn't accept the Torah for one reason. בגלל שכתוב לא יסינוף, בגלל שכתוב לא יסיגזול. Okay, all these things are already forbidden for Noachid. So why they didn't accept the Torah? If you say they didn't accept the Torah because of Shabbos, because of Kashrus, because other things, but things that it's already forbidden for them. So why they didn't accept the Torah? You have an answer? Yes, they cannot kill before Matan Torah. They cannot kill. So why they say we are not? I don't want the Torah because you cannot kill also before. But if we look very good, that doesn't mean that you have to live on killing people. Yes. For them, they understood that the Torah is in another dimension. That means, Bnei Noach, it's very, how to say, black and white. Lo tirtzach is to take a gun and to kill someone. Okay. But by us, we have a lot of lo tirtzach. We have avizrayu de lo tirtzach. There is also things which is considered like lo tirtzach. Hamal bin bnei chaveiro borabim. If you make someone, how do you say, shame in public, it's lo tirtzach. They say that's too complicated. That's too tension. That all the time we have to think. That's like this guy said. Okay, when I go to shul, I see people are happy. It's too hard all the time. That's what they said. They say, sorry. We cannot get the Torah. It's too complicated to be under tension. And when we are speaking with someone, need beleiche, need this, and not saying words who are a bit too sharp, because it's avizrayu of le'sirtzach. That's too much. So that's the reason why all the nation didn't accept the Torah. They didn't accept the Torah because it was too complicated for them. But on another hand, we have to know that our life is less complicated than a Ben Noach. Chazam Sofer says, Shiurin mechitzin chatzitzin aloch leMoshe miSinai. Shiurin, that means when I have to shiur, revis of wine, kazayis from matzah, kazayis from mat. Mechitzin, a mechitza. That I know that if I have to make a fence on my balcony, you know that the law is every time changing here. Before it was 80 centimeters, now it's 1 meter. They change. They say the security marks are changing. By us, shiurin, mechitzin, chatzitzin, aloch leMoshe miSinai, we say a marke, we have to make a 1 meter marke. Asorot tfochim, yes? No, you can say no, but I saw in Wikipedia that every Dutch guy, every generation is 4 centimeters bigger. So the market has to change. If I have, how do you say, if I have, they say kindergarten by me, I can make a market of 60 centimeters. But if I have by me a basket club and everyone is 2.20 meters, of course I have to make a market 1.50 meters. No. The market al pi halacha is asorot tfochim, and that's chatzitzin, the chatzitza. When I go in mikveh, if I have something on me, it's a chatzitza between the water and the mikveh. That's halacha leMoshe miSinai, yes? By goyim, there is no halacha leMoshe miSinai. When is a goy bar mitzvah? When can he make his bar mitzvah?
Yes, for Wasser, I think so, 18.
It's the first word, what you say is right. The second is wrong. Okay? So says the Khatam Sofer, Hakol lefum churpe. There is one bar mitzvah at 11, one bar mitzvah at 14. He has to make an exam to see how clever he is, how he doesn't understand, how he does, how he reacts on situations. Like we have to say for dummies, we have to, there is in the, in the Shulchan Aruch, there is, you put an apple and a stone. And if he takes the stone and lets the apple, that's a dummy. That's considered LP, that he can do nothing, he cannot react on anything because he, okay? But if he takes the apple, that means he is not intelligent, but he behaves normally, yes? So here, says the Chassam Sofer, Bar Mitzvah, we have shiurim, we say 13, 12 for a girl. By going, Hakol lefum churpe. There is one at 10 and one at 19. Okay? Shiurim, the same thing. If I have by me, how do you say, a kindergarten, 60 centimeters is okay. If I have a basket club, I have to put 1.5 meters. If not, halachically I am responsible. I am, how do you say responsible?
What?
I am responsible for verantwoordelijk. For the nezek, if someone fell, so I am in charge. But by us, if I did a market, it's okay. The brothers of Yosef, Tziu Diboro, they went to the father and they say he is not okay. He's eating ever minachai. Yes. What is ever minachai?
Meat from an animal,
From
from a living animal,
From a
living animal.
living animal. Okay. What is a living animal?
Just on the field and gehaast
Okay.
and take with a knife some of that.
Okay. That's
Unbelievable.
ever minachai. Okay. Ever minachai. No,
If
if
that they have the nefesh of the animal.
okay, if I eat a crave, how do you say still in life? Crave.
Yeah.
Oester.
Langoust.
Eet je van elkaar levend.
Is that so?
Ja, dat heb ik wel
I
eens
never.
Nee, maar...
No, but I ask you, is it ever minachai or not?
I don't know.
Okay. It's not ever minachai.
Op het moment dat het dier leeft, dan is het ever meer gai.
No. The halacha says that you need to have a spin. If there is no, how do you say, Dr. Bio? How do you call it a spin?
Ruggengraat?
Shidra.
De ruggenwerf.
Ruggenmerg is geen ever minachai. Okay? So a lobster was no, there is no ever minachai. Okay? So I can eat. Okay? So ever minachai is only this kind of animals. Okay? Good. Now, so if I want to eat escargot, for example, slak, I can eat it, how do you say, live.
I don't know.
Een slak heeft is geen diepste ever meer gai.
En ever minachai. Okay?
Sherrit, ja, een slak.
Okay. So what is the situation if Moti Rosenzweig is going to the slachthuis? Yeah, he makes the shchita, and he is taking 2 pieces of meat straight away, one for the rabbi, and one for and one for Pete Janssen, who is at the abattoir. What do you say? straight away.
Kosher gedeelte van het drijven.
Nee, het kosher.
For the kosher, he
Van de
did
kosher,
schieten.
ja.
And the 10 seconds. What? 10 seconds after that, he cut the whole bezige, how do you call it? The basin.
Pezen.
The basin, that's
Pezen.
Nee,
Ja,
de luchtpijp en
Oh, de luchtpijp moet doorgestoken.
No.
Pees.
No. There is here on the calver. There is a very good piece here. Yeah.
Zwezelijk.
Yes. So he's taking
Yeah.
a piece beziging for himself and a piece beziging for Pete Jansen. Is it okay or not?
Voor Piet Jansen is het oké. En voor het moet gekasserd worden.
You don't need to eat to kasher if you eat raw. Raw, you don't need to eat kasher. To kasher.
Hij doet het.
Okay.
Nee,
Dr. Bio.
Nee.
הוא לוקח מיד אחרי השחיטה,
Hij mag niet meenemen. Het is niet van hem om te beginnen.
en betaalt vessels. Je eet het?
Nou, ik denk dat hij wel meer meeneemt.
So that's one of the questions of the Shulchan Aruch. Mi ike midei. For us Jews, it's permitted. Okay, for us Jews, it's permitted. He meets the shchita, nishcheto hutro, he can eat. Okay, for the goy, shchita is nothing. Shchita is not in the vocabulary of a non-Jew. You say, bring the doctor. Does he react? How do you say on the nervous system is still in reflex, arterial reflex? He's in life. He's blooding, of course. He has a, how do you say, hemorrhage, but he's in life. So it's forbidden for him. It's ever min achai. The goy cannot eat it. We, midrabanan, we don't eat it because mi'ikamide. We don't want to say that the Jews are less orthodox than the goy.
כן, זה בסדר, זה מצוות בני נוח.
לא, בני מצוות בני נוח, אבל אנחנו...
כן.
אני מבין, אבל אני אומר, בן נוח, יש לו לקסיקון אחר, כן? And now, according to his lexicon, what he does is forbidden. According to our lexicon, it's permitted. It's totally permitted because we did the shchita. And after shchita, hutro. So we can eat. But he cannot eat because the veterinarian who is there say, hello, this animal is still in life. You have to wait 20 seconds or 40 seconds till the animal is taught. Okay, but Chachomim said, "Mi kemide." We don't want. How do we say that he before when he was Ben Noach, it was forbidden, and now he converted to be a Jew, and now it's permitted for him. We don't want that he is less kadosh. Okay, a brother and a sister, according to Bnei Noach, can marry together.
No, I don't think so.
No, they cannot marry. But we are not going to say it's the same father, same mother, but brother. Not a half. But if they converted,
Dan hebben ze geen ouders meer.
Ja.
so they can get married together.
Ja.
Okay?
Ja?
Ja.
Yes. But the Rabbanon forbidden. To say that we don't say that they went from a kedusha kalo to a kedusha chamor. Yes. Yosef, he ate ever min achai because he thought, I am a Jew. After shchita, I can eat. And the brother said, he's bala chalomot. He thinks he's a Jew. He's a goy. Like we are all goy. Before Matan Torah, there is no Jews. So the Bala Chaloimus, he adromt as a Yod, as Chen Yod. So Yosef, he did halachically correct. But they went to Yaakov and say, "Ochel ever min achai." He's eating ever min achai. He's taking the how do you call it? Zwezerik. And he's eating straight away. Okay, that's the problem. Not the same language, not the same rules. Kibud Avrohem. Kibud Avrohem, all the examples in the Gemara are non-Jews. Doma ben Nesino. His father was sleeping. There is a machloikis between the Babli and the Yerushalmi. If it was a key who was under his matratz, or it was a box with a stone under his matratz. But Zovizo, he didn't want to wake up his father. Yes. I ask you, what was the reaction from his father, who was a poor man, who, or how do you say, when he wake up? Tell me what the normal reaction from
The normal reaction should, as a Jewish person, should you handle it correct.
no.
Because you make not a kind of, hey, je mag mijn vader niet wakker maken.
No, a Jew who would be angry and said, that's a business for 10 weeks. You could, how do you say, wake me up? I can sleep afternoon also. I can get money. Ben Amro. I'm not, how do you say, for 2 minutes sleeping, you don't wake me up. Of course I want to be wake up. And that's the right way to wake him up. That's the right way. That's the Aruch HaShulchan say, you have to wake up your father is a good deal. Of course. If someone is coming here and say, I want to buy the SSA for, how do you say, for 6
million?
6 million, yes? And you say, no, the four-seater is sleeping.
Sleeping now.
Okay? So after the Rat von Tuzert will say, okay, this president has to go home. Okay? So the normal reaction is, yes, to wake up. Of course. I wake up my father if to go to shul because he's happy to go to shul. So yes, of course we have to. So why the Gemara brings all these examples of Domo ben Nesino, of Nichbode Roimi? Because 2 reasons. First, they have Kibud Avrohem. Rabbi Hai Goen says that Kol mitzvah de ise beusana de liber bnei Noach nitzavu. Things who are logical, bnei Noach are also obliged. And it's something logic to respect your father and your mother. So also, if you are non-Jew, you have to respect. Then the second thing, the Gemara brings examples, also if it's not halachically, but it's the Gemara wants to show how Mesiras Nefesh, how he went far for the respect of his father. So that's an example. Also, if halachically it's not correct, it's not like we have to do, but the Shulchan Aruch can after that tell you exactly how to do, how to deal. And the Shulchan Aruch says, Misheloi, loi misheloi. The Gemara says, there is two examples of people. Yesh machilo pisyoini veyoiresh gehenom. Yesh matchino berechaim venoichelo ilo mabo. The Gemara says there are 2 people, two children. One, he gives every day goose liver to his father to eat, and he goes straight to Gehenam. Yes. And there is one matchino berechaim who bring his father at 5 o'clock in the morning to work in the mill, and nochel olam haba, and he goes in Gan Eden. Why? The Gemara says, what's the example? The example is like this. The son is, how do you say, he is a concierge. He has a salaris, how do you say, a minder salaris. Okay? The father is old, ill, and now he said to his father, you don't need to you don't need to cook. I will bring you every day to eat. But he didn't say to his father that he's a concierge by Fauchon. That his balabai told him, you can take the leftover every day and bring to your father. When his father asked him for where have you the money to bring me so do you eat? So he say, Echol v'shtok. Tchon, say, is your, how do we say, do you call it false?
Gebit.
Use your gebit and how your mouth. Okay, that's what he say.
Eten, ja.
To,
Don't ask,
what?
don't ask, don't say anything. Eat.
Eat.
Yeah.
But he said in a bezilzul, he said in a way that you don't speak like this to your father.
Yeah.
Gebruik je gebit en hou je snobbel.
Okay.
Ja, goed.
Okay.
Niet bekomen.
Niet bekomen. The other, the Matrino Berechaim, the Gemara says, how was it? He said very simple. In those times, there was, how do you say, you have to go to the army. But he didn't, it was not said, Mr. Eliezer Wolff. He said, Mr. Wolff. Okay? So it was coming to Bolestein 63. And you can also send your son. There's no problem.
Mr. Wolff.
Mr. Wolff, that's okay.
No, he's a Wolf.
Okay. So there is someone, a son, he say to his father, you know, you are already 68. It's not an age to go to the war in Afghanistan. It's
You were not 68.
to go in Afghanistan. That's not for you. I will go for you. I am 32. I will go for you, and you will stay home. But we have a business. We have a mall in the Amstel Park. So we need a business. So you will go every day at 5 o'clock to start the mall. But you will not go in Afghanistan. That's too hard for you. So that's Nochel Olam Haba. This guy, he gets to Olam Haba. Why? Because he did something very great for his father. So also, if we learn from things from, how do you say, from Bifnei Matan Torah, also if we have examples of Kibbud Avayim from non-Jews, we have to remember the principle and to know that there is, how do you say, a sense for the Torah, and that's after Matan Torah, and we have to learn it exactly properly. So we cannot make, how do you say, examples and say, oh, you see like this, you see. No, we have to look and to understand exactly what's happening. And also when we hear that someone is calling his dog Nebuchatnetzar, don't make a ruzi. Don't make a ruzi. Try to understand why he's calling his dog. When you are going to a factory in Refidim, don't say Rafu Yedeyem B'Toiro. I give you Musa. That's why we have every time to understand the second, to say that the mentality can be different, can be the education was different. So every time to luisteren, not only to ulicham, but on the licham of someone else.
Scheuer.
Thank you.
But that man, he knows why his dog is Nebuchadnezzar. So you send me the dog. I know who it is.
Yeah.
Okay, it was very interesting. And we like to.
Hello, yes.
I missed the clue. Maybe I was just a minute. Why?
Okay.
We can make another appointment at the end of the year, I see. The 20th of December.
20 december.
Dat is na Hanukkah, ja, want ik heb net.
Ja, Hanukkah valt heel goed.
Dat is,
Alles valt goed.
Ja.
Je
16
kan niet.
thema. Nee?
Nee.
Dan wordt het volgend jaar.
Tot volgende jaar.
Volgend jaar?
Ja.
Ja, oké. Even kijken.
Voor zijn zonen gezien, ja.
Zeg maar.
The 4 January.
Voor Tuesday, de maandag, 3 dan. 3 of 10?
3 is okay.
3? Oké. Ik schrijf het op.
Okay. 11.
11, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, can I ask you something? I missed the clue. Why this guy called this dog?
It's an old shiur. It's 1 hour to explain it.
I know, but no, but the reason, a real reason.
Because of the bottle.
Yeah, but it means that this guy would walk for 20 years with dog, and every time 20 years call this dog Nebuchadnezzar. What is the joy of it? It's just
Because it's like a big bottle of
Big bottle. He's
wine.
a
He's
wine
a wine producer.
He's a wine producer.
So he wants to give cover to his dog.
okay. Yes, now understand. Yeah. Okay.
Oké?
Yes. Thank you.
Goed, prettige dag allemaal.
Schouw Wolff. Ja, maar niet